Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And thank you for listening to and watching the DolphinsTalk.com Gambling Corner for this Labor Day weekend, really week one of the college football season. Last week I went 1-2, had a little bit of a rough start to the season. Hope to pick it up this week, and I got some games for you that I like a lot. There's a lot more games to pick from this week, so I really have some games I like. And for all of your sports gambling needs, please go to betus.com. Use that promo code DolphinsTalk. Here's why. With your first deposit, when you create an account, you will get 125% sign-up bonus. That's right. Free money from them to play with. So everyone go to BetUS, promo code DolphinsTalk, and take advantage of that 125% sign-up bonus that they are giving you because you put down a little bit of money, take a little bit of their money, and I got some money to play with. And it just makes all the sense in the world. So, game number one. We're going to start in Big Ten country, and I want Wisconsin minus 28 over Buffalo. And here's why. Luke Fickell is now the man in charge at Wisconsin. And for the first time, and it seems like forever, he's actually going to run an offense that looks like it belongs in this century. Wisconsin is starting an air raid offense. They brought over the offensive coordinator from North Carolina, and they also brought in the quarterback from SMU, Tanner Mordecai, to run this offense, and they're going to be wide open, throwing the ball around. Now, they're still not going to get away from their bread and butter, which is the ground and pound game, but I just think Luke Fickell is going to want to show off the new toys, want to put his impression out there on the Wisconsin fans and everything like that. So I just think Wisconsin's going to come out and just want to score a ton of points to show that this is not the same old Wisconsin. And on top of that, on the other side of the ball, Wisconsin has had an elite defense in recent years, and a lot of those players will be returning, so they're still going to have an elite defense. Other side of the coin here for Buffalo, just wrong place, wrong time. You have my thoughts and prayers. Buffalo is not a bad team per se, but this is a bad spot for them. Last year on defense, they gave up a ton of big plays, and that might be problematic here at Wisconsin when Wisconsin wants to prove to the world they can air it out, throw it around, and put up some points and yards. So I think that's a big thing. It really is about Wisconsin and Luke Fickell. He's going to want to put a stamp on his time here, and Wisconsin come out, make a very strong first impression, and I think he's going to want to put a thumping on the team, and I think that might be Buffalo. 28's a lot, but this game's got 45-7 written all over it. So give me in game number one, Wisconsin over Buffalo. Game number two is another what I say is a lopsided matchup where I like the home team laying a bunch. Give me Tennessee minus 27.5 over Virginia. Again, a lot of points I know, but Tennessee last year, the number one offense in college football. Hendon Hooker's gone, but not so fast, my friend. Joe Milton is there, and Joe Milton was actually the quarterback in the Orange Bowl last year against Clemson, where he threw 3 touchdowns, had 250 yards or so, and he ain't facing Clemson this week, okay? He's facing a bad Virginia team, a really bad Virginia team. But Joe Milton's a real deal, and I think he's kind of going to pick up in where Hendon Hooker sort of left this offense last year, and he showed that in the Orange Bowl last year, and I think he's going to be A-okay this year in the SEC. But really, specifically this week against a bad Virginia team from the ACC, Tennessee is loaded at wide receiver. They're loaded at running back, and oh yeah, Joe Milton, as I said, is the real deal. On the flip side, Virginia just doesn't score any points. Their offense is just very poor, and it's going to be a struggle for them to keep up here with Tennessee in this game. And also, UVA, Virginia has a poor offensive line that really is not improving much from last season. And Tennessee last year led the SEC. That's a real conference. Led the SEC in tackles for loss. So the fact that Virginia has a weak offensive line, Tennessee led the SEC in tackles for loss. Joe Milton's a real deal. Tennessee's loaded skill position players. Virginia last year was last in the ACC in scoring and second to last in turnover margin. And they only won 3 games last year, and 2 of them were against Georgia Tech, who stunk, and Old Dominion, who stunk, and they were lucky to win those 2. Virginia's just bad. Tennessee's at home. They're now going to want to show off the new quarterback as like the full-time quarterback. and they're going to want to put a hurting on someone and let the world know that Hendon Hooker might be gone, but Tennessee is here to stay as a power, and they are not going to call off the Dogs because they want to send out a strong first impression. I say lay the 4 touchdowns, lay the 27.5, and sing Rocky Top all day long. Tennessee's going to win big over Virginia. Now, before I get to my last game, let's talk about BetUS. As I said at the top of the show, BetUS.com is the place for your sports betting. You can get in right now at BetUS. The Dolphins are 3-point underdogs to the Chargers in week 1. If you think Miami's going to come out in week 1 with Vic Fangio now running the defense, healthy Tua, and a slightly improved offensive line, let's just say, and think they're going to beat the Chargers, go to BetUS, create an account, take that 125% sign-up bonus, and take advantage of it and take the free money they're giving you and bet the Dolphins to win big. Or take some of my picks I am handing out today for this weekend, this Labor Day weekend, and bet some of them, like I said with Tennessee and Wisconsin. So BetUS, you can bet everything there. You can bet Major League Baseball, you can bet the NBA, you can bet hockey, golf, UFC, you name it, you can bet it. But of course, football is the name of the game where most of you watching are going to want to place your bets. And I know you got your DraftKings, you got your Caesars, you got your all those things, FanDuels. Again, if you use them, that's fine. But give BetUS a chance because they are giving you free money to create an account and put down a deposit. So everyone go to BetUS, enter the promo code DolphinsTalk, DolphinsTalk, just like our website, Dolphins Talk, and take advantage of the 125% sign-up bonus. Okay, my third game is my Stone Cold Lead Pipe Lock of the Week. And in this game, give me TCU minus 20.5 over Colorado. And to me, I love this game. I love everything about this game. The Deion Sanders story is great. Everyone's going to be pumped about Colorado football to see what he can do now in a major conference running a major program. But let's be honest. He ran off an entire team, and he built a new team overnight. Colorado is playing almost all transfers in this game, guys who've never played in a real game together before. And it may work in time. In fact, I think it will work for him at Colorado in the Big 12. But this is week 1. And TCU last year was in the national title game. Think about that. TCU, granted, they got blown out by Georgia. They were in the national championship game. And now they're going to face a team that was thrown together overnight of a bunch of transfers, and it's in their house. And on top of that, TCU's offense may even be better than last year because even though they lost their quarterback, Max, whatever his last name was, he wasn't the starting quarterback to enter last year. It was actually the guy who's going to play for them this year. So I think TCU is going to have an upgraded quarterback because they have the guy who they wanted last year. He just got hurt in the first game of the year and pretty much never got his job back because he missed so much time and they were rolling with Max. So TCU, I think, is just going to have a field day at home. On the other side of the ball, TCU brought back a lot of players on defense. Yeah, they lost a couple guys, but they have a ton of experienced guys who played together over time. This game really is a Colorado team where they just threw it together with a bunch of players against a TCU team who's used to playing with each other, who brought back a lot of players from a team that had a ton of success last year. TCU, if this game was in week 7 or 8, I might see it not this way, but week 1, give me the team that has experience. Give me the team that is coming off a loss in the national championship game. Give me the team at home over a team that they threw together overnight that's a lot of bark but might not be too much bite. Colorado might have a few nice plays in this game, a few, flashy plays, but overall, at the end of the day, TCU at home laying 20, I absolutely love. So give me TCU minus 20.5. And, on the show each week, I only give 3 picks in college, 3 picks in the pros when we start with the NFL next week. But every now and then we have a surprise. And that surprise is going to hit us early on Labor Day weekend because I got a bonus pick this week. You're getting a 4th game. And with that 4th game, you're getting my ACC game of the year. That's how much I love this game. And it's going to take place on Sunday. Is it Sunday evening or Monday? I can't remember. Either way, Clemson minus 13.5 over Duke. That's Monday evening, I believe. Cade Klubnik, the quarterback, and I know I said his name wrong. The quarterback for Clemson is the real deal. Okay, he is the real deal. He was their best quarterback last year, but Dabo just was too loyal to the guy he had in there. And now that Cade is under center full time, and he's going to be getting all the reps, and he's going to be playing, that's a huge upgrade for their offense. And not shocking, Clemson is just loaded with top NFL prospects on defense. They are loaded on defense. It's probably by far, and I mean by far, the best defense in the country this year. Now, Duke isn't bad. And they actually might have a quarterback who's better than Clemson's quarterback in Riley Leonard. But Clemson's defense is just so stinking good that I think they're going to bottle up that Duke offense and Riley Leonard all night long. And I think Clemson's going to keep Duke to a very few points. And I think Clemson will put up enough to win by 13.5. So I think Clemson, this game's probably like 31-13, something like that. And I don't think the 13.5 is going to be an issue here. It really just is about Clemson being so good on defense, not allowing teams to get a lot of points against them. So I love Clemson. In a bonus pick this week, my ACC game of the year, Clemson minus 13 over Duke. So let's recap. I got Wisconsin minus 28 over Buffalo. Tennessee minus 27.5 over Virginia. TCU minus 20.5 over Colorado. And my Stone Cold Lead Pipe lock of the week. And our bonus pick, my ACC game of the year, Clemson minus 13.5 over Duke. Again, betus.com, betus.com, betus.com. Everyone use the promo code DolphinsTalk. Take advantage of that 125% sign-up bonus. Bet responsibly. We're not saying go bet the kid's college fund or go mortgage a house in any one game. But if you got a few bucks laying around, create an account with BetUS, put down, use a promo code, take advantage of the 125% sign-up bonus, and bet some college games this week. Or if you want to just bet the Dolphins versus the Chargers, get the bet in now because the point spread's 3. And as we get closer to that game, all the people who think Miami's going to have a big year, the point spread might fall to 2.5 for 2. Well, if you're going to bet them, you want the 3. So you want to place the bet when you're getting as many points as possible. Go there and bet the Miami Dolphins plus 3 versus Chargers week 1. If you think they're really going to win, and I think they might actually win that game, it's a Chargers. Absolutely, anything's possible. So it's really about what you believe in that game. And if you think they're going to win, go to BetUS, promo code DolphinsTalk, and put down some shekels on the Dolphins. Folks, thanks for watching this episode of the DolphinsTalk.com Gambling Corner. We'll be back each and every week with the hot picks and the best bets. Tom, he's doing his show as well with his picks and his bets. So be on the lookout for that up at the website, DolphinsTalk.com, or on Twitter at DolphinsTalk or at DolphinsTalkTom. Everyone have a great Labor Day weekend, and we'll talk to you again after a while.